Hello, this is Antara Keelor. The other day, I was having a great deal of trouble just trying to figure out whether I should open these hands or not. And I don't know what it was, whether I hadn't slept well, I hadn't had a good breakfast, or I just wanted to have better results at the table on that particular day. So I did what I normally do under those circumstances. I decided to go back to the basics. I went back and reviewed my notes and a couple of books that I enjoy on hand evaluation. And it was a good session. So I thought I'd share it with you in case any of you are in the same dilemma. So let's have a look at how I evaluate my hands. Firstly, with hand evaluation, when we first start off, we're told if you've got 13 points, go right ahead and open. And as we progress a little bit, we play a little bit more, we learn that not all points are created equal, not all distributions are equal, and not even all queens are equal. So let's have a look. So here's what I do when I first pick up my hand. I count my high card points. I try and have a look at the shape. I like unbalanced hands way better. And I try and see where my high card points are placed. Let's look at this in a little bit more detail. So when we look at high card points, we're all familiar with the 4, 3, 2, 1 counting method. And tens don't even play a role there. But I do know that aces are undervalued. Aces are actually equal to probably 4.5 points. Kings are fine, and queens and jacks are overvalued. Queens should probably be about only 1.5 points, and jacks should be equal to 3/4 of a point. Tens are actually worth something. Tens are worth 1/4 of a point. Now, it's unlikely that we're going to sit there and do this fractional math with every deal. So what I try and remember for myself is aces and tens are undervalued, kings are okay, quacks are overvalued, and intermediaries such as tens and nines are actually very good. Let's have a look at a couple of examples to illustrate this point a little better. So when you look at hands 1A and 1B, 1A has 14 high card points and 1B has 15 high card points. However, when you look at the two hands, 1A is better than 1B simply because it's got aces and kings. Let's take a look at another hand. So here we've got exactly the same distribution, exactly the same honors, and the same sort of suit formation. However, 2A is better than 2B because of the presence of intermediaries. We've got 2 tens and 2A. And just looking at your 2 aces and 2 tens, you can actually add a point to it. Let's look at a third example. So when we look at this one, you're wondering whether you should open or not. Again, same number of points. I'd be quite happy to pass 3A, but I'd be perfectly happy to go on and open and bid with 3B if that was in my hand. The second point is shape, whether it's balanced or unbalanced. So again, when we start off, I think we're all pretty good at counting our length points. We all know that if a suit is long, you can add 1 additional point for every card over 4. So for example, a 5-card suit, just add 1 more point. For a 6-carder, you can add 2 points. So we're pretty good at that. What about shortage points? Voids are equal to 3 points, singletons are worth 2, doubletons are worth 1 point. And what we should be doing, though, is not calculating all of this at the same time. We can calculate our length points. However, we need to listen to the bidding for a bit, see if we've got a fit or not, and then calculate the shortage points after that. We can't do both at the same time. And the shortage points are also called dummy points. One interesting factor, if I've got 4 cards to support my partner's suit, my shortages are worth even more than the ones that I've got posted up here. So count length points before a fit is established. Count shortage points after a fit. Some shades some shapes are better than others. So a flat hand, such as a 4-3-3-3 or a 4-4-4-1, are bad. 10 or more cards in two suits is excellent. So if I'm looking at a 5-5-2-1 or a 5-4-2-1 or a 5-4-3-1 fit, they're good. I think we know the rule of 20, and if we don't, here's what that is. If you count your high card points, and to that you add the length of your two longest suits, and if that result is more than 20, you're good. Go ahead and open. And I've got a little example for us to look at. So firstly, let's have a look at the shape of these three examples I've got there. 1A has a shape of 4-3-3-3, probably the worst shape you can possibly pick up. The second one is slightly better. It's 4-4-3-2. And 1C is 5-3-3-2. Our shapes have got progressively better, and so have the hands. Let's look at rule of 20 now. Now, this is a sweet hand. I've only got 10 points, but all my 10 points are in my two longest suits, so that's fabulous. Now, the way the rule of 20 works is I've calculated my high card points, that's 10. To that, I'm going to add my spades and my hearts. So I've got 5 spades and I've got 5 hearts. So that's 10 plus 10 equal to 20. I can go ahead and open that hand now. The third thing that I look at is, where are my high card points? Are they in my long suits? Do I have touching honors? So all of your points in long suits is a great thing. Queens with connected honors are excellent, but queens and jacks by themselves are worth quite a bit less. Again, let's have a look at a couple of examples. So here, I've got the identical shape. I've got 5-2-2-4 is the distributional shape of my hand in each case. And I've also got exactly the same strength in high card points. I've got exactly the same honors. But 1B is so much better because all of the honors, all of the points are in my two longest suits, which are spades and clubs. Let's have a look at one more example. So here, again, I've got identical shape, identical high card strength, but 2A is so much better because my queen and jack are part of a 4-card suit. So much better than just having queen jack by themselves in 2B. That's unlikely to win any tricks for us. So maybe this will help you out. Maybe you can have a look at this when you're wondering about how should you evaluate your hand, or you haven't had a good breakfast. So have a look at things. Look at your high card points. Know that aces and tens are usually undervalued, and quacks are exactly that. Take a look at your shape. A shapely hand is way better than an unshapely hand. And look at where your high card points are. Having our high card points in our long suits or having touching honors is that much better. Thank you so much for joining me today and for listening. If you've got simple issues that crop up every now and then, you know the answers to it, but you can't really help yourself, perhaps what you can do is drop me a line, and maybe we can talk about this and recap things together out here. I look forward to seeing much more of you. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.